How about now? That's probably working. There. Went through all the settings. I tried to fix it, I don't know if it did. What? Alright, hang on. Oh, you can hear me now? Sweet. I was just about to end the entire thing and start over. Sweet. Currently, I'm in a area called Yanev, and I am trying to access a hospital that's around here. But the game takes place over quite a large area, with up here being Pripyat, and then the CNPP is over here. No, you're fucking hungry. Delicious jiggly meat cube. That doesn't sound very good. Probably. It's what this small section of the map is called, Yanev. Yanev? Or does the A make the big A noise? But in this area we have the station, which is one of the hubs. No, there's a bunch of other areas I haven't discovered yet. I'm at a cable tunnel. There's a town down here bearing the same name. Oh, I didn't realize there was a side activity I could go do. I'll do that once I'm done here. Yep, the whole game takes place in Ukraine. It's made by a Ukrainian studio. But who would better know their area? Not dealing with that. That's really cool. Well, now I gotta hurry up and get the fuck out of this mission so that way I can go explore that and you can tell me all about it. I've always been super interested in old comm block countries and cheesums. Alright, well. That thing's just gonna keep doing that. Old combat countries and the various things that they had going on. That thing hunts anomalies. That's like its whole thing. Or it hunts artifacts. It's an anomaly that hunts artifacts, which are these things. I have a ton of them on me, which is why it keeps like beelining right for me. But the fact that it's there and that there's a locked room means there might be something cool in there. Yeah. Lame. Saw it coming, but also lame. Have you been to a lot of areas in Ukraine, or just like a handful? I know it's a big country, but, well, relatively speaking. That's super cool. I wanted to do that, but the war kicked off. I wanted to take Ange for our for like an anniversary or something. It wasn't super expensive at the time. It just seemed like it'd be a really cool thing to do. If I unequip all these, can I still walk around? No. Cool. I always thought that was such an interesting thing because they kept it all going after the initial detonations for like another for a good while. It would be really cool, wouldn't it? I was trying to get my weight down. I believe that message refers to all the cans of whatever that is. Right. Now, this thing shouldn't attack me anymore. Did it real quick. Well, why do you keep going after me? There. That dude is taking a nap. Good thing I decided to come back here and grab all that, I guess. What am I stuck on? What the heck? Can't move for some reason. Alright. Wasn't really worth all the trouble, but got it in the end. I've seen pictures of the elementary school, because that's where they stored a lot of the, like, disused equipment and stuff. If that's the right one I'm thinking of. Because there's a bunch of those shock photos and stuff, where they, like, show you all the various things that were there.
Skirmisher.
I'm not trying to get into fights right now. Trying to re-equip all my stuff. One of these. Fixed, I think. Yep, fixed. Should help take care of my radiation. Aww. Oh, I don't think I've seen anything from that. A lot of the pictures and stuff that I've seen are like, you know, from the magazines and things. So there's like the room full of boots, the room full of gas masks. Something tells me I really should have done that without killing anyone, so I guess I'm going to go back a save. Right. So that means I gotta sneak. I believe it, honestly, but I mean, in the end, they just made for some really haunting photographs because it's like a single children's like elementary era classroom filled to the brim with gas masks, or you know, just pairs of boots and muckers from the liquidators and stuff like that. Yeah, no, it's there are good reasons not to follow very many people.
Skirmish at the boundary. Casualties among the brothers. The wounded will be delivered in time.
Copy that. I will make sure they get the opportunity to avenge their injuries.
No, but they got a fancy medal while they were dying in hospital beds, so, I mean, I guess that counts for nothing. Swap my silenced gun. I didn't realize that this would. The monolith have very bad ears, apparently. Yeah. Oh, because a lot of them were like coal miners and stuff. They didn't have the proper social standings to be given anything nice, right? Obviously, if I'm wrong, correct me. And I think that's a huge problem with the way that the whole system is set up, but nothing that hasn't been said before. It's a thing that's wrong that you saw my flashlight. Hey, don't do that. And they never saw a thing. It sounds like they may have told everyone that I'm here, though. Actually, in this game, because I've been over to here, this is the incompleted cooling tower that they were going to be building for number 5. And then this, inside of one of the cooling towers, is the firewall anomaly. SKD assembly unit, material asset storage. But so you've probably been over here too, then, because I think this is supposed to be number 5. It's a cement factory. I'm trying to find other. But this is the CNPP right here. And Pripyat is up here. You got that area. Another friend has joined the party. Alright, it looks like an infill point there. So, burning pit. possible just to like...
What's going on?
That didn't work at all. He had me like figured out immediately.
Something's wrong.
And he never saw a thing. So I know of two people who are watching me. Who is the third? Also, I need to complete this mission without killing anyone, so don't get on my case. Because I would have totally wiped this entire place out by now if the good doctor didn't tell me not to do that.
Taking cover!
Something's wrong.
Yeah, dude, there you go, let's go.
On the souls of the brave soldiers who gave their lives in service to your will. Reveal the cunning plans of your injustice. The power to avenge our fallen
I know
brethren.
this guy. I helped
Those
him
who are in
earlier.
eternal union with the monolith can never be stopped.
I don't think he's gonna help me now that he's gone.
May your light shine down on the souls of the brave soldiers who gave their lives in service to your will. Reveal the cunning plans of your enemies to us. Give us the power to avenge our fallen brethren. Those who are in eternal union with the monolith can never be stopped.
Excellent, brothers!
The enemy fears the power of the monolith.
May your light shine down on the souls
Not the period, I just want you to go away
who
and
gave
stop
their
shooting
lives
me.
in service to your will. Reveal the plans of your enemies to us. Give us the power to avenge our fallen brethren. Never.
How do I get out of here? And just like that, they never knew I was there. They saw me. I am good.
I see the enemy of the monolith.
Cracking a cold one. And I'm out.
Going away.
Not that weird. Alright. Back to the doctor's house. Is everything still working properly? Nice. Alright, now that I've made it out of there. Oh, right, I didn't have my anti-bleeding artifact on. Swap that back for that. Cool. Another can of jiggly meat. This time in night vision. Clear an area with some radiation. Oh, apparently I didn't catch it fast enough. Why did I just run through?
Going away.
Right, something between here and there gave me a lot of radiation. Oh. I got too close to the CNPP. That'll do it.
What you were waiting for? Find it.
The game world in this is pretty interesting too, because there's a settlement called the Slag Heap and an area called Garbage. And as a part of being in that area and around it, it's all like the refuse and stuff that was taken after the explosion. Because I don't know how much you know about the universe of Stalker and like where it takes place, but there were 2 explosions. Oh, no. And November, the CNPP, Chernobyl's nuclear power plant, is how they refer to it in game. It's the reactor buildings. I didn't start referring to it like that until I started playing this game. I know. I don't know if it has to do with the English translation from fucking Ukrainian or whatever.
It's so cold. Why is it always so cold?
Yeah, that's a zombie. Where is your other gun? Not with you. Okay, so this feller was turned into a zombie. Basically, there are different anomalies and things in the game, and it all depends on your various resistance to things. So the hospital they just ran through was full of guys from a faction called Monolith. All of their like psychic resistance that makes you more resistant to like being influenced by inanimate things and anomalies was stripped away from them, so they are completely at the will of something called the Monolith or the Wish Granter. It's been referred to as by both things, but I'm gonna kind of sneak up on this guy. As I get closer to him, you'll see that he's not like a person. He's kind of twitchy, and he doesn't really hold his gun very well. He's constantly touching his head, stuff like that. He's a zombie. The psychic resistance has been taken from him, and he is unable to, like, basically do anything. He's under the control of either a mutant or something else, because there's a type of mutant that does that too. Oh yeah, no, it's awful. I do my best to put those guys out of their misery wherever I can. Such high armor value. Sounds like that's more than just at me. So I'll take it. I'm gonna be overweight, so I'm gonna leave the rest of that stuff. There are different like kinds of mutants in the game. So you have like giant mutated boars. There's a mutated version of like the domestic pigs that were farmed in the area. Those are called fleshies, and they smell with their eyes or something. Weird. Look back, sprint again. More jiggly meat. There's invisible ones called bloodsuckers. Those were made by like the Ukrainian military and scientists coming together to make some unholy abomination. They're fairly humanoid. They just look rough. I don't know much about that, but I'm inclined to believe you. Throw some stuff in here, since these persist, and I don't want to be horribly overweight. Good enough. I will say it is a very pretty game. should be path down to where I need to be. Oh, it's on the other side of the river. Little sunrise for you. That thing is a gravitational anomaly. If you step inside of it, it tries to crush you like a pop can. This one is a based anomaly. It'll spin you around a whole bunch. That way. There's quite a few of those on our path. I'm not sure what caused that either. It's just a really big bubble. It's a pretty house though. It's where the doctor lives.
Get under the dome and head to the basement. Waiting for you there.
I think he's making it with those things. Very pretty house. I would totally live here. It's honestly, so I'm not a huge fan of brutalist architecture, which is kind of like what a lot of them look like on the outside, but the inside's so nice. These types of light switches, like all of it. Because the majority of the houses are made out of like concrete type products, so, but always wood built. Just gorgeous. Love it. So one of my favorite things about playing games like this and Metro, you get a lot of that. Metro is more like subway tunnels and stuff, but like that. His hair is glowing. Good night. I don't like the lighting glitch on his face. It looks so weird. Yeah, you didn't do anything, Josh? Did you stab him? Took him a minute, didn't it?
How long did you know each other?
Not long. I met him on Wild Island, back when he was still human.
He was someone who had everything taken away from him. His past, his ability to fight back, even his name. We go to great lengths to cover up our mistakes.
What do you mean, Doctor?
After years of work, a group of scientists managed to tap into the noosphere, the Earth's informational field. An achievement comparable at best to the conquest of space. It was a turning point not just for science, but for the fates of the human race. However, as with all people, each of my colleagues was truly interested in only one person: himself. They began to dream of worldwide fame, of laurels crowning their bald, shiny heads. Naturally, the truth couldn't come out about secret laboratories, brutal experiments, and other such dubious undertakings. It was out of the question. And so, they all got carried away with their dream of a perfect world. You know how the saying goes, great minds think alike, though fools seldom differ. And lo and behold, what do we have decades later? The Zone, in our image, after our likeness.
You were there, right? For the Sea Consciousness Project?
I was once as deluded as they were. But my doubts soon outweighed their
Did it fix
confidence.
itself?
And so when the experiment took place, one of the pods was left empty. The eighth one. Or rather, the first. Dr. Kaimanov's pod. My pod. And so you've solved yet another mystery of the Zone, Stalker. Perhaps the most unsettling one. Dr. Kaimanov. Pleased to meet you.
Alright. So, if you don't know anything about the soccer game series, there were two Chernobyl explosions. The first one was the normal one, the reactor. And then they started to realize that the radiation and that detonation did some weird stuff. So a group of scientists was working there and discovered the Novosphere, which is like it's like the interconnectedness of all of like humanity's brainwaves and stuff. So like if you were able to introduce something into there, you could almost basically make it a reality. Or you could take things away from it and change humanity as a whole. And so they were like, we're going to take all the hate and the greed and all the bad stuff away from humanity to create like utopia on Earth. And they messed it up and caused the second explosion, which is what created the Zone, with all of its anomalies and mutants and all this stuff. So when they're talking about the Novosphere, they're talking about that big informational field. And Sea Consciousness was the group of scientists that screwed the whole thing up and did it in the first place.
There was an eighth pod.
The human brain is too frail to handle a direct connection to the noosphere on its own. In order for it to work, we required 8 participants in pods filled with a specific solution. I was supposed to be in one of those pods, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Valentine reproached me for my lack of courage. But given how things turned out. I was actually too daring. In the end, what we got wasn't control over the noosphere, but rather the zone itself. The lesser of two evils, if you ask me.
Thanks for your help. Whatever happened to life is the only thing we truly possess.
Frankly, choosing between the two of you wasn't easy. It wasn't my first time, but it only gets harder over the years. But if you don't make the choice, someone else will make it for you. And it usually ends up being worse. I'm not fond of thinking for others, or giving advice. But I get the feeling Strider would approve of the choice I made. However strange it might sound.
I think so too, because I knew that guy before he got turned into that, and he did not want to get turned into that.
The scientists you mentioned see consciousness. They're still alive.
No. That can't be. Strelok dealt with them back in 2012.
I spoke to the representative through the visiograph in Malachite. They still exist in some kind of form he called subtle matter.
Subtle matter? But that's impossible! That means it's still going on.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be here till you do.
Why did you refuse to get in the pod?
Because I've always held on to my belief in humanity.
I'll try to get to Yana.
My colleagues, on the other hand, advocated for fixing it through the noosphere, purging it of darkness. How could I consent to such a notion? How could I permit them to rob all of humanity, not just of its ability to act freely, but even to think independently? Everything dark and light about us is a result of our own choices. The Zone was born in a place of tragedy and horrific experiments, but I believe in a different zone. A zone open to everyone.
A zone open to everyone? That sounds kind of dangerous.
That's because it's the only way you see it. Frightened and caged, born amid evil and violence. What else could the Zone have evolved
Those are blind dogs
into?
behind them. They're
In a
normal
place where
street
both
dogs
humans and nature
pets
nothing more than
that
test
were exposed to
subjects.
radiation. They're now
If it had
completely
been born
blind,
into freedom,
and they have extremely
like
good
Tiger,
senses of smell.
it might have evolved differently into a zone of creation rather than destruction. And then we might have become different too. We always had the ability to overcome the circumstances. Access to the noosphere would have made us better, even if it meant a rough start. Understanding and forgiving each other is a difficult endeavor.
So, you were the one who created the Zone?
Me? No, certainly not. The Zone created itself. I merely facilitated its immersions. Although my colleagues and I had different expectations for the outcome of our experiment. You see these blind dogs? I've been trying to tame them for years, but they were born in a lab where they've known nothing but pain and fear. But Tiger here found me on his own. He just came out of the woods one day and tried to steal a sausage. He was born free and had the freedom to make his own choices, you see. The Zone is our collective offspring. but all we've imparted to it is suffering and sorrow. It doesn't know any other way. Maybe we're the same.
What do you know about subtle matter?
It was a theory developed by Valentine Darlin, the leader of sea consciousness. Apparently, he's now become the image of the representative. Back in the day, he ridiculed my calculations regarding the existence of the noosphere, while I firmly believed that subtle matter was unscientific. In the end, I turned out to be right. But if he was also close to the truth, that changes everything. According to his theory, subtle matter can preserve a reflection of a person's mind, their personality. If you're implying the representative is real, that means they actually succeeded.
Before me, S.T.A.L.K.E.R was the only one who'd spoken to the representative. That was back in 2012, before Sea Consciousness died.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R is a main
S.T.A.L.K.E.R managed to
character of
reach
an
the
earlier
center
game.
of the zone and return unscathed.
Then S.T.A.L.K.E.R probably knows more about subtle matter than I do. Along with the sea technologies that sea consciousness has mastered during their 6 years of frenetic activity, chances are he's still researching it to this day.
That's why I'm looking for S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Word is he's back in the zone.
I haven't seen him in quite some time. Maybe that's for the best. Our perspectives on the zone have probably developed quite differently over the years. If your information is correct, I doubt he's ventured too far from the cordon. Men like him tend to develop a deep attachment to a place they regard as their own and refuse to let go.
I want to find out if subtle matter is real. Things like this shouldn't be left.
The scientific method isn't just about the experiment. It's about being able to replicate it. And I happen to know how to test a few of my hunches. If only Valentine could see me now. Well, perhaps he can. We tried to connect to the noosphere as an experiment in the Orbita underground lab. Back then, I saw nothing like the afterlife. But now, with the zone, I think the truth is worth taking a risk. But first, you need to get the cartridge from the signature station in a different lab, X3, near the cordon. It's been 20 years, so the entrances I knew of are long destroyed, but stalkers always find a way. Talk to Sidorovich. He's in charge of the cordon and could have heard some stories about X3. I'll send you the code to the cartridge slot. Take it and head to Orbita. Good luck.
Thank you, Doctor. Alright, back to moving around again. Oh yeah, this is a pseudo dog, or a psi dog, whatever they call him. This is what happened to wolves. It's a bollard blanket tapestry thing. Alright. Up and away. take the doctor's rifle. I want it. How long am I gonna hang on to this freaking regenerator for? It weighs like half a kilo.
Good day, Stalker.
Good day.
Take care.
You don't want the thing? Okay. I guess it's just mine forever now, that's cool.
Tell me, did you kill them there? At the hospital?
No.
Thank you. I understand it wasn't easy, but thank you. It's important to remember that not all of us are like these caged dogs. We can make our own choices.
I head for Rostock, the closest settlement. Another interesting thing about this game is that you can find a lot of the helicopters that went down. There was one that got tangled in wires and stuff, but in the lore of the game, there was a operation the Ukrainian military did where they just like threw a bunch of helicopters into here and a bunch of them crashed. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's another old town. Bryanskivka? Honest attempt. Fucking bandits. Where were you fucking jokers? This is a fleshy. It was a pig. Apparently stalkers still eat them.
Learn to watch where you're going before you head out into the zone.
What I thought?
I'm so over today.
Got issues with your gear? We got... Let's... Bring me something interesting.
A regular is the best advertisement for my goods. Well, we'll find the... Come see me again.
Oh, take care of everything.
I bet you will, Eugene.
I have a...
Sell that one because I have this one. Keep the hypercube.
I can get some more goods. Come back later.
Baked apples do sound friggin' delicious. Alright. Don't need that. Keep those.
Good. Well done. How will you guys?
Need more 9x39.
That's momentum.
Одна єдина пляшка алкоголю. Вашого базового міцного алкоголю на кшталт віскі, рома чи джин. Отож, коли у вас є ця база, і ви вже приблизно розумієте, що ви хочете далі, які коктейлі ви хочете отримати, або з яких смаки ви хочете отримувати, то можна вже купувати якісь лікари. Уявимо, ваш улюблений алкоголь – текіла або мескаль. Тоді вам краще купити додому пляшку апельсинового лікара трипл-сет та або, наприклад, ви любите віскі Сауери, тобто вам треба пляшка віскі, але ви любите...
Looks like going to Zalissi is going to be my best option to get there the quickest.
Пляшку хорошого, насиченого, червоного сухого вина. Наливаючи сирено зверху на такої
Nice to see you. Can't promise you.
Let's get moving.
Back to camp. If you are still awake, this is another thing about old Soviet-era buildings. Looks really nice.
Oh, hey. If nothing else...
Stop by. Good to see you.
Action number live stream background are sitting at the bed. How many feet are on the ground? The rookies started using. I'll get you covered. And the color can't reach the floor. 0. The veteran agrees. Nope. The answer is 2, and both of them yours. You should have been shooting, not counting.
Well, thanks for trying.
The cats here shriek all night long. Just like
I was... The zone's quiet.
Let's get moving.
The usual? I thought it was gonna be the end of Zalicia. We put up a fight, sure, but folks were getting serious about bailing on the zone. And guess what happened the other day? Newbies rolled in. That's when I knew we'd pull through. I've said... I'll always keep a bottle ready for you.
Thank you, Warlock.
No way in hell I'm going deeper into the zone after this shit. Thought I'd make it all the way to Pripyat. Fuck about that.
I managed to break the detector. What a bummer.
that you're gonna aim. Because I won't.
punished to the full extent of the law.
Your office is lame and you should feel bad. You don't even have cupboard snacks.
Well, well. Just like old times. The zone's freaking out. The Monolithians shoot whatever they see, and stalkers are jumping at their own shadows. But none of it affects business. It just keeps getting better and better.
Do you have any special jobs for me? With the appropriate remuneration, of course.
As a matter of fact, I do. There's one cocky bastard. Goes by Wisp. Apparently he thinks he is the boss here. Poaching my rookies, trying to contact my suppliers. Right under my nose, too, as if I'm a goddamn statue or something. This rat is too clever for his own good. He'll end up with his hat smashed, like all rats do. I want you to see to it.
So you're just gonna off the guy? Have you tried talking some sense into him?
Oh, never thought of it. Thank you for your valuable advice, Stalker. That solves it. Let me spell it out for you. It is him who should have talked to me before me. So, P-score.
I'm in. Where do I find this Wisp?
Start at the pig farm. They say he hangs out there. Find out what he's up to, and then smash him! Sounds right? Off you go.
I don't want to smash him. It sounds gross.
Hey, can you give me a hand? You want to hear a joke, man?
I'm all ears.
All right, so there's two stalkers. One vet, one rookie. How does it go again? Oh yeah, the vet turns to the rookie and says, "You see that tree? Go over there, but real slow." The rookie's all jittery as he walks there, and then the vet yells, "Wait! What does he say? Hold on, I got this."
And the vet yells, "Ha! So they were bullshitting me about the anomaly." Now, even I know that one. It's an oldie.
Oh, man. Look, Stalker, I'm trying to get in good with this group, but we just ain't clicking. I'm sure you figured out why. Give me a hand, would ya? How about this? I'll go over to the guys, and you'll whisper a joke to me over the radio. You seem like you've been around the block. You probably know a ton of them.
You know, that's the last thing I expected to hear. You really think a joke's gonna make a difference?
Well, humor's a good way to break the ice with folks. It's not everything, sure, but one thing leads to another, and then I just might find someone to team up with. I'd rather have an awkward moment than end up dead in an anomaly because there was no one to get me out. That's my take on it anyway.
Sure. I got a couple of jokes up my sleeve. Let's give it a shot.
Great! Here's the plan. I'll go join the guys, and you head up to the attic by the fire. Once you're up there, we'll get in touch over the radio. Let's do this.
What's the solution? Is it done for? Not as far as I know. They've got pretty good defenses, so no need to worry about them.
They're lucky to have the Gaffer.
Now there's a real leader. Always punches in hand. Not like our guy. He just seals himself up in his bunker as soon as the monolith shows up on the horizon, giving us all to die on his doorstep.
Where you at, buddy? Get up to the attic. It's right over here, up this ladder.
You all set? Let's get started. Hey guys, you want to hear a joke?
Uh-oh. Our resident comedian is at it again.
Sidorovich ends up in the hospital, and the doctor says...
So, Sidorovich ends up in the hospital. The doctor walks in and says...
Apologies in advance, but your neighbor in the next room...
Don't worry, but your neighbor in the next room...
It's the Sultan, so watch your bedpan. He's always out to steal other people's vessels.
It's the Sultan, so keep an eye on your bedpan. He's always trying to steal other people's vessels.
Hey, funny man. How about you tell that to Sidorovich's face? Take it easy, we're just messing with you. Come sit with us. How about a shot?
Sure, go ahead and pour me one. Just give me a minute, I'll be right back.
Swing by. I owe you one.
Thank you, Stalker. That's step one. I got an invite to the fire. Here's a little something for your creativity.
Dude gave me 900 coupons to come up with a fucking joke.
Watch where you're going.
You're standing in the middle of the fucking stairs, dude.
Watch where you're going. Learn to watch where you're going before you head out into the zone. Watch where you're going.
Alright.
Learn to watch where you're going before you head out into the zone.
Day 2 of sleeping in this basement because this dude won't get off the stairs. Okay.
І не проситиме зайвий раз їсти це червона сочевиця. Сочевиці на українському ринку існує багато. Червона, зелена, бура. Але я люблю червону сочевицю.
Ooh, early morning fog looks good.
me, man. I'm gonna die here.
Oh my goodness.
Here, patch yourself up.
That was so convoluted just because of how he was writhing.
Later, okay?
Later? Alright, whatever.
Hey, wanna be Robin Hoods? There's an emission coming. Now hide your asses if you wanna live. I won't tell you twice.
Well, I have a feeling that you fell asleep, so I'm going to end the stream here. Have a good night, sisters and brothers. I hope you all have a good one. I'll talk to you next time.